Libra, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped it into your reading for the month of April. Trying to get all the signs in before I go in to have my babies. It's time. Yeah. It's strange, Libra. I feel like where a lot of people are not making an effort, you really are. You never stop. There's something about you not feeling so good physically or not liking what you see, going through some type of change. You're going through some type of change, your body or someone else's body that you don't find attractive, yet you go through it anyway. You work with it anyway. You try to improve. You work with what you got. Try to be grateful for what you got or what they got. It not being easy for you, but making improvements or attempting to take care. Little self-care. Little self-care goes a long way. Even if you don't feel much better at the end of it. It being completely unacceptable to you. Not to make an effort. For some of you, you're in more pain than ever. Or someone else is in more pain than ever after you encounter them somehow. They're doing themselves a disservice. You may see where someone really doesn't take care of themselves, or has really let themselves go, or has really changed. Something is not the same. Something is completely different than it once was. It may be really hard for you to accept your body or someone else's body being really different than it once was. Their health. You could be really afraid for them or for yourself. You could come to the realization that something is really over. You're really working with this full moon that we just had, and there's these purging energies to release old habits, or you doing something that you kind of built up in your mind thinking would be great, and it not being so great on the other end of it. Someone's hands could really be hurting, or wrists, their arms. Something about having severe arthritis. Someone being in a lot of pain. Someone being in a lot of pain. Let's go ahead and pray. I don't have much time before I have a client today. Today is my last day doing personal readings before I go ahead and go on maternity leave. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source, God, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Libras, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node to see what's happening in their lives in the month of April. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. We're going to see what your overall energy is for this month, what obstacles you may be facing, what's happening with you internally, which you may not be talking about or may not be aware of. And then we'll finish over on Patreon for part 2 to see what's going on in your career, what's happening in your love life, and what messages Spirit may have for you. What's Libra's overall energy? Trying to take control of your life, trying to shift it in a better direction, trying to honor where you haven't been in control or haven't been handling your business, or you haven't felt or you have given over. A Scorpio could be really, really loud. Dad, he's calling for dad. He's calling for his dad. So heavy on a father, a Libra masculine stepping up as a father. I'm hearing someone having daddy issues. That being a reason why you get to connect with them. Someone needing more help from the dad. A feminine energy needing more help from the father, her child's father, her father. Or needing to provide more help or connect with, trying to reach, trying to call on. Okay. Tell them to be quiet, please. I'm recording. Needing help regulating the children. Needing help to a Scorpio somehow wanting to connect with a Libra masculine or feminine. That may be an ancestor that is past, but taking control of your life, deciding what direction you want to go in, working for yourself, Needing to honor where you need to become a boss, whether you're masculine or feminine. Really honoring where you have to heal the masculine energy within you. Getting rid of the concept that it is somehow outside of yourself. That what you need is outside of yourself. It's not. Doing this, you really realize how good you feel. Some of you are just taking your power back. You needed some time alone. You needed some time alone. Some of you walked away from one lover. You're walking away from one connection, leaving toxic connections. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you're walking into a more healthy sign, a more healthy love or love connection. Going backwards or discovering a new love. This being, you being led there by spirit. This happening. This could also be falling in love with yourself, loving on yourself, After realizing that being in a toxic situation or being a part of it, being the reason, being the cause of a toxic situation is no longer serving you, or you don't want to be that, you don't want to show up this way, or you are in control than you think. You put too much power in someone else's hands. You don't want to do that anymore. You're really needing some time to go inside yourself, quiet yourself, and it really paying off after you do this. It really paying off after you do this. Or you really realizing some things about yourself. You see where you've been foolish with someone that you really love, or you've been foolish with yourself, your own heart. Too caring, too, giving away. You really come back strengthened, or after speaking to someone, encountering someone, seeing a Leo for some of you. You come back a lot with a lot more strength, this newfound strength. You want to be a more prominent figure in someone's life for some of you. You want to show up more in your own life. You need to honor where your body, mind, and spirit is a lot stronger than you give it credit for. You're wanting to be able to see the future, envision it to be what you want it to be without telling yourself that certain things aren't possible, or that you're stuck in a certain position that you are not stuck in. Finally making the decision where you really, or you're always indecisive. The ball is always in your court. You're needing to realize this now more than ever. What obstacles may you be facing? For some of you, it's money. It's a financial thing. For some of you, you don't know an area very well. You want to go from one area to another, but you don't know how, or you don't know the field that you want to go in as well as you think that you do. Or you know that you feel called to a certain area or a certain field of work, and it requires you to study, to do your homework, and you're being really lazy or not feeling like you're as smart to do this. You're not smart enough to do this. More of a feminine energy feeling like this more than a masculine energy for sure, but a masculine energy doubting himself, being more lazy than anything, or being comfortable getting money from someone else. Your challenge is to have a new beginning. Definitely to have a new beginning. A lot of you feel like the clock your clock is ticking. You're not winning against time. Some of you want to have a new beginning with a woman that is older, or you're finding love, wanting to find love later on in life. But either way, it's an obstacle, it's a challenge for you somehow to have a new beginning. To communicate what you really need, what you really want. You have to say what you want. You have to be assertive. Right, throat chakra out here and suffering in silence. You have to be assertive. You have to go in a new direction. It's really scary. You will be successful if you go in this new direction, but you're afraid, or you're afraid to communicate what your concerns are. For some of you, it's more serious than others. You're needing to use your intuition where nobody else may understand why you want to go in a certain direction. Only you understand, and it's only for you to understand. It being your destiny to go in this direction. You knowing the truth. You also knowing that where you're going to have a healthy partnership, and where you have to sacrifice something, or somebody will sacrifice you. You know, one relationship, or one, you know, having to go in another direction, because if you go in this direction, you will be sacrificed, you will be hurt, you'll get the short end of the stick, it won't work out, or you will continue to, yeah, you will continue to be sacrificed. I keep hearing that. For some of you, like I said, it's deeper than others. For some of you, this is actual your physical health being in jeopardy, where you need to go somewhere. You're finding it hard to talk about this, or people don't believe you. People think that you're crazy, you're bugging, but you're not safe in a certain situation. For some of you, this is just about your heart getting broken. You need to not deal with someone who is just going to hurt you when it's all said and done, or has been hurting you, is going to continue to hurt you. But if you go in a different direction, or if you go with someone that you know has always been true, or if you honor yourself, where you're never going to go back to a space of dishonoring yourself anymore, you'll be rewarded for it. You'll be able to reap the benefits of what you want. Somebody gets hurt in the process, or you get hurt in the process, if the right decision is not made. If you're not careful and patient and listen and honor your intuition, there's really being an issue out here. You're really finding it difficult to do so. That just being the truth. You don't always listen to yourself the way that you need to listen to yourself. And this is not one of those times. You're not allowed to do that. You have no choice. You have to see all of the possibilities. You have to know what's going to happen. If you don't listen to yourself, if you don't go in the right direction, you have to see where your life is going to end up. That could be scary for some people, but it being so necessary right now. It being so necessary right now, you having to honor where you're not happy, or where you're not respected, or where things are just going downhill, spiraling out of control in your personal life, or in a certain connection. And it's time to go in another direction. There's a lot of fear, a lot of internalized fear. I picked up the Moonology deck just to see what's going on inside of you, what you're not talking about. You're being really afraid of life being different, of you being different, whether or not you can be successful at something, whether or not you can manage all the things that are on your plate. Take time to breathe out. You really need to rest. Take a rest, take a breather. Some of you are deciding to go on vacation, or you're going on, or you already went on vacation, or you're going to take some time off. It actually being important, you having to do this, but not wasting your time, making sure that it's productive. Even though it's your time off, it being productive in making sure you aggressively or actively trying to heal, or focusing, taking time off to not focus on any of the work that you have in your day-to-day life, but focus on setting a vision, having a goal for where you want to be, really preparing. Bearing down. I'm hearing bearing down. Is that a thing? For what's to come. Bracing yourself for what's to come. Heavy on the envisioning it. Don't let your past hold you back. Some of you are really afraid of being who you used to be. Work through your fears, or showing up as the same old you. Or knowing that you take you wherever you go. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is what I'm talking about. Where you have to create, you have to really, step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, and step out of your comfort zone. North Node is out here. This is going on internally, where you know that the old you has died, or is dying, or is going through a rebirth. You know, you really are. You're dying an ego death, becoming stronger, spiritually ascending, needing to kill off your old ways, evolve, do better. They're scaring the shit out of you, not knowing if you can, being really indecisive if you want to grow, about whether or not you want to grow, nothing being set in stone. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Your hard work is paying off. Needing to have a brand new relationship, not just with other people, but with yourself first and foremost. Needing to love and respect on yourself first and foremost. Luck being on your side. You're not always feeling this way or knowing this, but having to choose you first. You know, I don't care what other people offer you or how good the money is. You know, some of you work a job and the money is real good, or you're comfortable, or, you know, comfortable enough in a certain lifestyle to spend money the way that you want, or not worry for too many things, about too many things. But that really about to blow up in your face, that really about to change, what do you need to release? That idea that that's okay, or that's all that you need, you still being really unfulfilled and being afraid of the fact that you're unfulfilled and having to do something differently, but the divine is calling you out here to do this, and you can and you will. A lot of aha moments, you know, a lot of self-introspection going on in the month of April, a lot of having to talk to yourself, give yourself pep talks, decide what you want, speak life and love into yourself, make fucking decisions. Stop telling yourself you don't know, stop riding the fence, make a decision, pick a side, get on it, stick to it. What do you want? Anyway, I'm going to end part 1 here. We'll finish over on Patreon for part 2 to see what's going on in your career, what's happening in your love life, and what messages Spirit has for you for the month of April. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below in my link tree. I'm not taking any personal readings at this time, as I'm about to go on maternity leave to have my little twin girls. You'll find the link to my Patreon below. If you'd like to donate to me, it'd be greatly appreciated. You'll find the links to my Cash App and PayPal there too. I appreciate it. You can follow me on IG. You can shop at my spiritual store. You can stream my music. I love you. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.